Members of the Belize Book Industry Association, Monsi, Feline, Ruth, invited dignitaries, guests, fellow writers, and friends. Hi, Mom. Good morning to you all. I'm very pleased that I'm able to deliver these remarks at such a wonderful event. I'd like to sincerely thank the BBIA for making the effort to advance the cause of Belizean literature. There's a dearth of our stories represented internationally, and I believe that's because we Belizeans, especially we young Belizeans, haven't been writing. The response to the BBIA's very first Belize Literary Prize is definitely evidence of this. We need to be the ones to tell our stories, for who else will tell them? I was particularly delighted that the call for submissions for the BBIA inaugural Lit Prize was contemporary Belizean stories. I felt for a long time that Caribbean writers are too obsessed with the past, particularly the pre-independence era. It's almost as if there's a certain nostalgia for colonialism. There seems to be a longing for a much simpler time. And so our stories involve donkeys and playing marbles and a ghost scaring the daylights out of Johnny, and we all know that infamous Belizean character of many a folk tale. And of course, there's nothing wrong with that, but where is the balance? We need the balance. Where are the stories of our generation, of those who grew up in the 80s, the 90s, and even the early 2000s? Where are our experiences in Belizean literature? Of the first family on the street to get Nintendo, and how that changed the social dynamic and the entire concept of play? Where are the urban stories depicting life navigating through Belize City potholes, as opposed to the often depicted verdant and idealized rural milieu? Now, Barrel Reach is a contemporary Belizean story as much as it is a timeless one. For decades, Belizeans have been leaving our shores for America and other countries and sending remittances and goods back home in barrels. But the story takes on a modern twist when we introduce the iPhone, which not only immediately sets the story in the present or the very recent past, but it also introduces the element of technology into the common story of migration. Now, as a new member of the Belizean diaspora myself, I've come to appreciate the importance of technology in maintaining those connections with home. More than ever before, we're able to experience Belize while living somewhere else, whether it's from Facebook, checking your timeline, and finding out everything that's on the thoughts of the Belizean consciousness, from the latest political scandal to who should have won duets to the best new restaurant to open. Or whether it's WhatsApping, FaceTiming, or Skyping with our loved ones. Technology has become an increasingly important part of the migration story, and that is the story that I chose to tell with Barrel Reach. But regardless of what your story is, the most important thing is to write it. It takes dedication and it takes time. But despite our busy lives and even the meager payback that telling our stories seems to deliver, write we must. Fiction is not unimportant to history. It is through fiction that generations to come will be able to comprehensively understand the struggles and the pleasures of our time. Not only the dates and the facts, but the experiences of our people. Not only what happened, but how we felt about what happened. So, write. Thank you, everyone, and good morning to you. All the best for the Belize Book Industry Association and the Belize Lit Prize 2015.